Testing, testing. What's going on, everybody? Tina here with another video for you talking about the difference between low and high ticket and 3 reasons why you should get into the better one. Which one is better for your business? I'm just going to check in my group if the sound works all right and everything. And then we get this party started. Because I've connected new... Which one is better for you? Oh, here we go. Because I connected new tech. And as you know, there can be some troubles, but we don't have any troubles, which is amazing. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome. So as just mentioned in this video, we're going to talk about the difference between low and high ticket. I give you the most common differences, and then I will also tell you which one is better for your business when you're looking to do different things, and 3 reasons why you should get into the better one. So say hi, don't be shy. Let me know in the comments below where you're tuning in from, and if you're already doing high ticket or if you're already doing low ticket, what is it that you're selling at this very moment? Also, before we get started, I would like to invite you, as you can see in my little advertisement down here, we are running a challenge in a few weeks, so you can get signed up for that. If you want to become a high ticket coach, high ticket course creator, consultant, service provider. So we are going to run a 4-day challenge where we will teach you how to craft a high ticket offer where people cannot say no to. And we're going to talk about the most profitable niches and how you can market and sell your offer. This is for you if you have not created an offer yet, or if you have an offer and you could deal with more sales. So if that's of your interest, just comment high ticket below and I will get you the link to get signed up for that. In the meantime, say hi, don't be shy. I do not see comments on my computer here, but I will see them on my phone. So let me grab my phone real quick. Hi, Nicholas. How's it going? Where are you tuning in from? Cool, cool. So I've got prepared a little Word document, which I would like to share with you because I like you to see and hear me talk about the same thing, because this way the information will get stuck in different parts of your brain, and your learning will be increased. Okay, let me just find that button to share. Oh, I have it already here. Huh. I had it already here. Let me see. Okay. Let me check on my phone if that's all working fine, and then we get started. Amazing. Cool. So the difference between low and high ticket, okay. Which one should you get into and why? So difference number 1 is obviously the transformation, right? So the smaller the problem you're solving, the less money you can charge for your product. The bigger problem you're solving, the more money you can charge, okay? As it solves a bigger pain point. Like the higher the pain, the more money you can charge. That the more painful the thing is, the situation is, your ideal customer avatar is in, the more they see value in your offer. Okay, so it's kind of like, do you sell a painkiller or do you sell just vitamin supplements? Which one is more urgent for your dear customer avatar to take? Vitamins are just kind of like prevention, right? Versus the painkiller stops not the problem, but the pain immediately right now. So what type of product, program, service is yours? Is it a painkiller or is it a vitamin supplement? Think about this, right? So just to clarify, price points, anything below $2,000 is considered as low ticket. Everything above $2,000 is considered as high ticket. The sky is the limit, right? So for example, we sell a low ticket offer, which is called the 5-figure launch. Okay, we teach people how to launch their courses or coaching programs or service packages and hit 5 figures organically when they launch within 6 to 8 weeks. So we have this exact framework set up with the financial formula, things like that. If people follow the roadmap step by step, that could be the end result that would be achieved, right? So that's like one skill we teach them. It's like a transformation, which is kind of like a low ticket offer, right? Then on the other side, we offer a high ticket offer as well, which is a bigger transformation. So I just want to showcase the difference here. Our high ticket offer helps people to get to consistent 6-figure years organically as well. Okay, so consistent 5-figure months. So see the difference? The launching is a skill. It's like a one-off. It's like a quick cash injection. If you launch, you make this kind of money. You have the skill to launch. Now you can launch and launch and launch and launch, right? But since we all know constantly launching is not sustainable, and you shouldn't make it like your main, your main revenue or sales activity. It should be like a nice cash injection, but you should do it at the very beginning. Obviously, when you start, you need to launch your product. It's, that's like the very first step. So see the difference? One is like, okay, we teach you a 5-figure launch organically. And the other one is we teach you consistent 5-figure months, consistent for a whole year, 100K plus per year. Do you see the difference? So there's 2 different transformations which are worth very different numbers, in fact, right? But you can make this tangible to any kind of niche anyway. Okay, so yeah, that's it for the first one. So obviously the transformation is the difference. The bigger the pain point, the bigger the problem, the more money you can charge. And the smaller the problem, the less money you can charge. Okay. So difference number 2, the pricing. Obviously, I already mentioned that, right? So the pricing, everything below is below 2K is considered as low ticket. Everything above 2K is considered high ticket. The sky is the limit. What does that mean? So 2K could mean, say hi, don't be shy, peeps. I just see my phone. There's people tuning in here. So if I look down, I'm just checking my phone if everything is going all right. So, for example, low ticket offer could be like Trello boards, self-paced courses, or anything like that. So it's little to no involvement from the coach or from the team themselves. And it's a lot on the actual customer to do their thing themselves. Okay. So, above high ticket could be is more involvement from the coach, more support, more email support, more Vox access, maybe, if that's something you offer. Maybe live events could be a really high ticket thing. If you sell 50K, 60, 70K, 100K packages per year, then there should be a live component to it to meet up with the community once or twice per year, things like that, right? So the transformation is the difference, the pricing, the involvement of the actual team or community or coach themselves, okay? So there is some people who claim in the industry, and I really disagree with that. They just say like, oh, just add another 0 to it, and we didn't change anything in the product. It is just about the mindset of the person who's buying. While I agree, it's about people, it's about how you position your offer. Yes. I disagree just changing the number and just pricing it, just adding another 0 to the end. It's just not fair to the end user, in my opinion. So I think the support and access you get to the people, to the program, should be increased, and also the transformation, because that's point 1, what I've just mentioned in the video, right? So I don't think you should sell. I should go now and sell my 5-figure launch program for 100,000 just because I just add another 0 to it. You know what I mean? It's still the same program. It's still the same transformation. It's in my world. I don't teach like this. It doesn't work like that. If you're asking for more money, you better deliver more, and you solve a bigger problem. So yeah, for example, add more weekly calls. Okay. If people need more support, add this. If you're asking for more money, provide more support. Okay, provide more worksheets, more checklists, whatever helps the people to get to the end result faster, because that is also a thing. People pay you for speed and convenience, which leads us to point 3 in a moment. I'm already done. Yeah. So the more support you give, the faster your student could get to the end result. Obviously, it also depends fully on if they're going to do the work. You get a bunch of people who never do the work. You can support as much as you want, and it just won't happen, especially when you focus on beginners, right? Then the success rate is actually 3%. So if you coach 100 people, 3 people will make it through. That's the reality, and that's the truth. Versus if you focus on people who are already a little bit further in their journey, then the success rate is obviously a lot higher, because getting started is the bit more difficult part. So imagine it like a rocket. Okay, a rocket takes about to get from Earth to space. It takes about 80% of its fuel just for takeoff. The other 20%, the rocket needs to just stay up there in space. That's it. That's the truth of coaching as well. Okay, just so that you know that. Okay, so yeah, so that's the difference between low and high ticket, the pricing, the transformation, and then number 3, people pay for speed and convenience, which I think is I'm a high ticket buyer. I like to spend money so that I can get the convenience of someone else's experience. So I don't have to go through the whole shebang and fail myself, learn myself. So I can just leverage of other people's failure, if you will, so, or just collecting data. Really, that's what I call it. I don't believe in failure because that part is necessary for you to get to the end result anyway. So if you can pay somebody to skip those failures, to skip those hurdles, and they can teach you a way to get there faster, I'm all in, right? So that's kind of like the mindset of the high ticket buyer as well. So people speed all the time. Yeah, people buy speed and convenience. Okay, so it's a very different type of person you're dealing with versus if you're selling a low ticket course, $9.97, where people need to do the work themselves. Very, very different mindset, of very different type of person. Everything is different. Like the marketing you do will be different. Like the problems you solve obviously are different, right? The transformations are different. So the high ticket buyer is a specific type of person who values their time more than money. So here we go back to the time versus money thing. And I have another video on my YouTube channel actually about time versus money. You should go and check it out. The low ticket buyer values their money more than their dollars. Those are mostly beginners. Why is that though? Because the low ticket buyer, unless they're like a seasoned entrepreneur already or anything like that, they have more time on their hands than money. Some cases, they already have funding. They've run funding campaigns, they collected money, or they maybe sold another business and they're building up another business and they have money on the side to invest into coaching, for example, or in your services, and then to accelerate the next journey. So there's also these type of people, of course. But typically, the beginners have more time on their hand than money. And the more advanced people have more money than time. So they are ready to invest in whatever it is they need and then get speed and convenience back for that. Okay. So for example, I like to give the example of the surgery versus going to the gym. And I really like that example. And I have to credit Hamolzi for that because he talked about this in his book. Very great example, health example, because it relates to everybody, right? If you go to the gym membership costs $100 per month, let's say, right? $50, $150, depending on where you live. So let's say $100. And now you have to go to the gym every day in order to lose weight. You have to change your diet to lose weight. You have to stop drinking alcohol to lose weight. You have to do all of these kind of things in order to get to the end result. Okay, you have to get up in the morning or at night. You have to motivate yourself to go down the road to the gym and do the class, right? Versus if you go to surgery, you go there 3 times, 2 times, 1 time, however many times people go to surgery to lose weight, and the thing is done. Like the friction which it causes to get to the end result is a lot higher by trying to get you to go to the gym, trying to motivate you, trying to convince you, trying to do all of these kind of things, trying to say no to social interactions, things like that. So there is a lot of friction and the probability that you fail in losing the weight is a lot higher than the probability that you fail in losing the weight when you go to surgery, because you just don't have to do anything for it. Just showing up, they put you in the bed and they start the surgery, yeah, basically, right? And then it's done. 3 days later, you're skinny, right? So that's why the surgery is more expensive as well. That's why you pay $100 for the gym membership and probably $5,000 for the surgery. Okay, does that make sense? Let me know in the chat below if that makes sense. Okay, so you shorten the duration of getting to the end result, and you reducing the friction, and you increase the probability that people will actually experience the end result. Amazing, right? So yeah, these are my three differences between low and high tickets. And one more thing I would like to discuss with you today is 3 reasons why you should get into high ticket as well. Before I get into those, I would like to invite you to our upcoming challenge. Not click the link below, just comment high ticket below, and I will give you an extra secret access link for it, where you can sign up and learn how to become a high ticket coach or high ticket service provider. Okay. So for obvious reasons, obviously now my comments are going to be high ticket. You should get into high ticket, but here's why. Just not going to show up here and tell you, hey, do this thing. But there are really some really amazing reasons why you should get into it, right? Number one, which is my biggest thing, like you can see my tattoo here. It says like, decide, commit, succeed is one of my mantras, my life mantra, basically. Like if people are not committed, it drives me up the wall in life. And so it is in business. Like if you are getting into high ticket, you attract a very different type of person. If someone puts down 10 grand on the table, you kind of know it's a very different person than someone who puts $1,000 down, $100 down, something like that. So the commitment of your student really changes a lot. If they don't show up for like $1,000 product program, so what, right? If they don't show up for a $10,000 or $100,000 program, that is going to hurt them, and they're going to make sure they're going to show up. It's just like this commitment to themselves as well, right? So the higher your price tag, the more committed your student, okay? You will get better results for your students, which means you change more lives, which also means more clients for you, because people start talking about you. I've taken on recently private clients because it was one referral after the other referral, because the people got results focusing on the one thing I was teaching them, and then referred their friends to me, who are now also my private clients, right? So this happens if people pay high ticket, if people are committed, okay? So people who pay attention, right? So if people have skin in the game, they will be thinking, oh, I've paid this kind of money, I better get off my butt and do the thing. I better squeeze every little thing out of this time I have with this person in order to make it count, to make it work, right? So typically the more it hurts the customer, the more it hurts what they pay, right? The more they will show up for themselves and their business and actually do the work. So think about that. It's really about the commitment, and it's really about the harmony you will have in your own group coaching, or in your own private coaching, and your own business in general, right? It is so much more fun for me, as it is for me at least, if I have clients who show up every week and say, hey, Tina, I've done all these things from our to-do list. And I'm like, I love you. Why cannot everyone be like you, right? Versus then you have low ticket customers who are just like not doing the work, and it can be at times frustrating. So see the difference here. So these kind of people are also the people who pay late if they're on the payment plan. They push chargebacks because they didn't show up to the course, things like that. So you don't have these kind of problems with high ticket people, okay? Very different type of person. Think about this. Think about how do you want to run your business, and how does the commitment or non-commitment affect you mentally as well as emotionally in your own business? Do you still enjoy running your business with low ticket people only, right? So it's really the point of running your business is obviously you need to enjoy it too. So you need to make sure that you take the right decisions at the right time in order to maintain that happiness yourself as well. As we all know, cannot always be perfect and glam, right? There's like an up and down all the time. So do the best you can in order to keep yourself happy and motivated, because that will transfer into your coaching as well. If you're not at your highest all the time, I mean, you can't be all the time, but most of the time, right? Your students will feel that, and they deserve the best, like your high ticket students, or any students really, right? So really think about that. Okay, so the commitment, number one reason, really number one, strongest reason for me. So number two, you can dedicate more time and resources to the students. What do I mean by that? So either you can dedicate your own time, more of your own time to the people, focus more on them, provide more support, more hours, more access on Voxer, more whatever the promise was, the involvement, the support, what you sold them, right? In order for them to get them to the end result faster, right? Or you can hire other people who do it for you as well. Like there's so many coaching businesses out there where the main person you see on YouTube or on Facebook live videos or whatever does the main marketing is actually not showing up in their business to coach all the time. Okay. And that's the business model, right? So they teach support coaches how to teach their frameworks and how to teach their strategies and things like that. And they teach on then to their students, right? So that means you can then again focus on growing your business more and more and more. If you have that extra time, what you then typically would spend coaching, you outsource this to a support coach. He takes care, you can pay them, he takes care, and you can dedicate more time to growing your business. Or if you don't have an expertise, for example, and you know someone in the industry has better expertise, then if you're not a tech coach, not a techie person, for example, and you have, you know, somebody, oh, this person is a really tech savvy guy and he or she should come into my coaching program and teach them how to build a funnel. Then you can pay that person to come in and teach them how to build a funnel, right? Things like that. So you cannot do all of these kind of things if you're selling low ticket and if you're constantly worried about the next launch, about the next marketing campaign, things like that. Okay. So you just don't have to worry about that when you sell high ticket, because the money's coming in, you're supported, your business is supported, and you have the resources to give back more and more and more to your students. Like that's really a mindset shift, which so many people, and I needed to understand that too before I got into high ticket. Now I'm like, how could I ever not think like that? But you know, a mindset is once stretched, it cannot go back to what it's experienced. So you can't unsee things when you see them once, right? So that's one of those things. Like it just makes so much sense. Like the more money you make, the more you can put back into the business, the happier your clients, and you can grow the whole thing. So dedicate more time and resource to the student, okay? Because that's the whole point. That's why you run the business. So number 3, you will attract better and more quality leads. Like the biggest problem I see with people trying to transition or trying to do something on Facebook, I see it so many times, right? We do all of these things, 2-step posts, posting in all of these Facebook groups, engaging, handing out freebies and stuff. And I see people, the same people commenting over and over and over and over again on my posts or on other people's posts. It's kind of like just the freebie seekers who then not even go click on the thing and download your freebie, right? They just, for the freebie seekers, they don't even open the thing, right? And they will never buy from you. Okay. And that's just fact. That's just like statistics. There's some people who are just like that. You weed out all of these people, changing your marketing strategies and going into high ticket, because you will automatically repel those people you don't like to work with, they're not a good fit, things like that. You screen out the people who are not serious about building their business simply through the price range. Like if they know, okay, you charge 10 grand, 8 grand, 7, 5, 3, whatever, how much you're charging, 15, 20, 100K, right? They will never buy. And that's awesome, because you don't need to deal with them, because they would never put down the commitment it takes to build a business, right? So you will attract better, more quality leads. Like I can't stress this enough. Like you need to get rid of the tie kickers and the time wasters out there. Okay. So if you learn this, then you save so much time and hassle, and you can actually focus on the right people. Okay. So a little bonus tip, last but certainly not least, you will give yourself a pay rise instantly as well. Okay. There's a difference to getting a client for $1,000 or getting a client to 10K. You just need to sell 1 client per month and then you're at 10K, or 2 if you sell for $5,000, things like that, right? So I hope I could help you to understand the difference, right? The difference in the first place between low and high ticket, but also to see really, really good reasons why you should get into high ticket and why you should enjoy that too. Like it's really enjoyable when you have good people in your group, when you see the people getting results, when you see they are getting progress, doing their homework, like Tony Robbins says, progress is happiness. And I truly believe that deep down in my heart. It's absolutely true in my world. So hope you enjoyed that video. And again, call to action, see the little banner down here. So if you want to learn how to create high ticket offer, maybe you have already high ticket offer and it's not selling too well, you could deal with more clients, then comment high ticket below and I will get you a special link where you can join the party and join the challenge. It's a 4-day event where we will be teaching how to create an irresistible offer, how to market and sell this, what are the most profitable niches, what is the 2-stage cycle, the secret behind the 2-stage cycle, meaning how to sell it, and things like that. So there's more on the website description. So comment high ticket below. I will reach out to you privately to give you the link. And yeah, hope that helps. See you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.